Hi there, everyone. Welcome to the Contrology Reformer Relay. I am certified Pilates instructor Anna Caban, certified by Romana Krzyzanowska. I'm also the brand ambassador for Contrology. I'm so excited today. We pulled together this amazing crew of our friends, Contrology lovers around the world, to give you a really fun and informative workout in a totally new way. So our presenters here to us, you may see them already, are coming to you from a lot of cool places. We will start our class in London with Gaby Noble. See if you can see Gaby. And for those of you that don't see everyone, if you put it on gallery view, you will see everyone. After that, we're going to head over to Italy and hang out with Gloria Gasperi. Can you guys see Gloria? Hey, Gloria. After that, we're going to toss our baton over to New York City, where Jon Owen is in the house, literally in the house, in his house. And then we will wrap up this relay in Duluth, Georgia with Joel Crosby. Woo, woo. He'll toss it back to our headquarters here for Contrology, and we'll be open for some Q&A. Now, let's go over how this is going to go down because I want to make sure you understand it. But, you know, we have a couple other guests here, and I think I should probably introduce them. This would not be possible if it weren't for our fearless leader and nice guy, Mr. Ken Endelman, who recreated this reformer for us. And I'm actually going to unmute you, Ken, so you could say hello. Or unmute yourself, Ken. There you go. Want to say hi?
Hey, hi everybody, and it's really great to be part of this Pilates Spring. Thanks, Anna.
But we have one more super special secret guest. I couldn't tell you because we, wanted to keep it top secret. However, the time has come. And if hopefully, would you please, gentlemen, would you unmute yourself? I can't seem to do it for you. You know who you are, our special invited guest in Studio City. We have none other than Jay Grimes here with us today. Woohoo!
Oh, good. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Say hi, say words because they may not see your face right now.
Oh, well, I'm here. Whether you can see me or not.
He's here watching this workout, help cheering us on our relay, and we're so happy to have him here. Hopefully you'll be able to see his face later on, but he is here with us in spirit, and we are so thankful to have him as our beloved partner here at Contrology to help us with the details, the design, and most importantly, really getting it all together, the development of the Contrology apparatus suite. So thank you, Jay Grimes, for being with us here today. I think we should get this party started. There's a few housekeeping tips I want to talk about. Number one, as I am seeing, we're having some challenges with seeing everybody. However, if it does come back to gallery view, I wanted to let you know that if you have a favorite instructor that you want to watch, because they're all going to do all of the exercises, you could pin them to your screen. You would go to the top right corner and see 3 dots and hit pin video, the top right corner of your favorite instructor's box, and then they would be the featured instructor for you to watch if you want to do that, and then unpin them at any time, or just wait for the camera to follow whoever is actually teaching us at that moment. And then after that, what else do we have for a little housekeeping? Pinning, unpinning. For Q&A, there's a Q&A button at the bottom. Please, throughout the workout, if you think of a question, go ahead and write it down in there. Shannon, another one of our great team members, is behind the scenes making sure that we're pulling all the questions together for me to look at the end of the workout and address those with you guys there. We can have our instructors answer, or Jay or Ken, whoever you'd like could answer your question. And the most important thing, and actually I'm going to take a moment to do this myself, grab your phone. It's social media time. We are going to take a fun picture of ourselves, right? I'm waiting. Come on, my friends. Everybody just grab a phone. Take a picture of yourself because it is Contrology Reformer Relay time. Share that to social with this hashtag, please. Just hashtag Contrology Relay. I'm doing it too, so it might take a second here. Post. It's public. All right, the world knows we're doing this. Then we hopefully have our phones muted and we're ready to go. So I think we get this party started. So as I said, we're going to start this relay race in London, at Exhale Pilates London, with our friend Gaby Noble. Whoop, whoop.
Hey guys.
On your mark.
Then.
You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
On your mark.
Let's Just move.
Get set. She's getting a reformer in place.
Whatever time of day it is for you. We're going to start with obviously the footwork, and I'm going to take it to rowing. So let's start 3 or 4 springs, whatever you want to. Make sure you enjoy the springs, especially as we're lucky to be able to get on a reformer. I've not been on one for a while. Okay, so first footwork, toes on, pressing through the backs of the arms. Just settle the pelvis, take a couple of breaths, and exhale. And press through those legs, stretch them out before you do anything. Stretch the spine, keep that lift, and go. Let's go for 9. And resist. Good. Oh, the springs feel so nice, especially the Contrology ones. And stretch. Good. Drawing those abdominals deep in. And let's go for 3 more. Stretching away. Keeping that length in the neck as you come back in. Last one. And let's go on to our arches. Really draw those feet over. Heels come under. And zip those inner thighs up. And stretch. And resist. I'm enjoying this myself. I don't know about you guys. 5 more. 3, resist, 2, and 1. Good, come up onto your heels, toes point up. Make sure those little toes get involved as well as you extend out, stretch, and resist. Try not to bang the carriage like me, stretching away, and keeping connected to your powerhouse at all times. And 4 more. 3, 2, last one, zip and resist. Okay, so take the handles, drop the foot bar, shut yourself down a little bit, stretch the legs away, connect into the back, curl up and reach up and ready for your 100. So inhale and exhale. I miss this Contrology reform, it doesn't allow you to cheat at all. Feeling those deep core muscles in the mat. And working through the backs of the arms, really stretch them towards your heels. Working the inner thighs and squeezing those heels even more. Keep breathing. As most Pilates teachers are, not great counters, I think there's 3 more. Last one. Keep stretching, keep reaching those heels, fingertips to the heels. Resist those knees back in and relax. We're going straight to, I've completely forgotten the words. Throw one in, completely forgotten. Coordination, sorry, lack of it. Triceps into the back of the mat, curl up. Press away, keep those triceps pressing in. Open, close, resist, and keep curling high. Inhale out, open, close. Keep reaching forward and curl up. Last 2, press in. Whole arm pressing into the mat, curl higher. And last one, press out, open, close. Exhale deeply into the center and come back. Okay, let's take hold of the handles. Before we do that, drop the headpiece for rowing. Slide over and drop a spring, so it's 1 spring. We'll start in the sternum. Before you do anything, just connect into the handles to engage the back muscles. Lift up tall, inhale, and then exhale. Slowly roll into the lower part of the back, press out. Before you press, guys, engage the back. Press up and over. Feel that spine stretch forward, ribs away from the thigh, and reach away. Try and get as much space away from your center. Stretch. Articulate all the way up. Bring your hands back. Lift up tall. Inhale, roll back. Scoot. Really find that connection into your back. Press. Again, press away. Feed the hands. Can you get into the triceps? Press and stretch away. Really resisting those springs, and head comes down, and deeper, and one more, round, reaching those heels away, scoop, press, don't push from your shoulders, press from your back, triceps, really reach, and slowly resist, come back in. Good, articulate all the way up, and turn the feet over. We're going to go for 90. So bring your hands up, hands in line with those elbows, fingertips reaching. Feel that you're doing that straight back on the short box. Lift up tall, hinge, keep reaching, stretch up and away. Keep lifting from the waist, guys, keep reaching. Resist those springs and press back through the triceps. Hold and circle the arms around from your shoulder blades and articulate all the way up. 90 degrees. Make sure those fingertips are reaching tall. Lift, hinge, keep reaching, stretch away, hold the belly even deeper into the back, and press back. Use those triceps, widen the collarbones, and circle all the way around. Take a stretch, last one, articulate all the way up. 90 degrees, press, keep lifting. Keep fighting that lift in the spine, stretch up, reach up, and bring the hands back, slide them, find the ribs, lift the ribs away from the thigh, and circle all the way around, and take a stretch. Place the handles onto the side, turn yourself around. We're going to go from the sternum, from the chest. So, just connect again, hands into the back, chest nice and wide. You're going to inhale to a high diagonal, hold it. Exhale, keep growing taller as you lower the arms down. Inhale, lift, lengthen that waist a little bit more, and exhale, like you're going out of a jack in the box. Stretch up, and go again. Inhale, exhale, inhale, find that lift, find those scoop in the lower abdominals even more, and exhale. Last one, inhale, exhale, inhale, grow taller. Don't lose that lift as those arms come down. And from the hips, so really pull the feet back, little toes involved, and let's go right towards your heels. Like spine stretch forward, release, stretch up, and control the carriage as those arms come down. 2 more. Pull the belly back. Lift the ribs away from the thigh. Fingertips as far forward as you can go. Reach. Articulate the spine. Hold it. Connect. And slowly resist. Last one. Reach. Ribs away. And stretch away. Lift. 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 And then bring it down. Close the legs. We're going to go through the transition of shaving. So reach the arms up. Again, make sure you're coming from your back, not your hands or your chest. Bring the hands back and just scoop that belly in to find the lift in your waist and spine. And extend out. And resist. Good, guys. Keep scooping, stretch away. If you're with me, I hope you're enjoying it. If you're enjoying a glass of wine, even better. Stretch. And take feet the other way for your hug. So really keep the elbows lifting tall and high into the sky and hug. Resist. Keep growing taller, guys, as you release the hands. Control. 2 more. Hug. And resist. Last one, keep lifting, keep scooping, stretch, and slowly resist. Okay.
So Gloria, please unmute yourself. And also, thank you. That was awesome, Gaby.
Hi, Gaby, thank you.
And just a note to all of my instructors to please slow down a little bit for our friends at home. It's hard to follow the tempo. Some of them are new to this sequence. So if we could just slow down the instruction, that would be greatly appreciated.
Okay, I will try and be as slow as I can. That's not super easy. Let's go, I'm kidding. Let's go for the long box, guys. So let's grab the box, put it on your reformer, and check that you have one spring that you should have already. Okay, simply lie down on your stomach, getting ready for pull straps and T-straps. So go more or less with your shoulders in line with the edge of the box. Grab the straps as high as you can. Don't worry too much about shoulders or whatever. Just lengthen your arms in one direction and your legs in the other direction. The head is in line with the rest of the spine. So we just pull the straps and lift with your chest. And then go down. So just focus on the relationship with your straps. On this Contrology reformer, the cool thing, as Gaby said, is that you really cannot cheat. And 2 more. So you have no choice but starting from the right place. So we are not working the shoulders here, we are working the back. So really feel that your arms start from the low back. 1 more, and you lift only from your stomach. And then go down. We go for T-straps. So we grab the straps a little lower. Lift your arms as high as you can up to the ceiling, like my wonderful mentor taught me. And then you reach out and back. And go again. So don't just work the first part of the exercise. Let's do 3 more, but stay connected in both directions, okay? 2 more. And 1 more. So work here and work here. Resisting the springs, riding the springs more than resisting them. Both handles in one hand. You step off with in an elegant, controlled way. You add 1 spring and we go up for backstroke. Is everybody okay? Tempo is right? We lie down and we go with your butt really at the edge, with your little T at the edge of the shore box. Bend your knees, bend your arms. Remember, this is called backstroke. So pretend to be in the water and glow in the water. Let's stretch up, open, reach forward, stay for 1, 2, 3, and bend everything together, like in coordination. 2 more. Go up, open, reach, and stay. 1, 2, 3, and bend everything. 1 more. Up, open, stay. 1, 2, 3, and then keep working with your straps. Reverse. Stretch forward. 1, 2, 3. Open. Really close the carriage with arms and legs straight, and then bend. 2 more. So really find your double leg pull of the mat. Remember, every exercise of the system is like the double leg pull. 1 more. Stay. 1, 2, 3. Open and go back. Beautiful transition for teaser. Both handles in one hand. From your stomach, you lift. You take 1 spring off, and you go down again. Are you ready? Yeah. Now, stretch your arms, stretch your legs. Enjoy the best moment of the teaser, that is this stretch. And then come on up from your stomach. Everything comes up together. You stay there, lower and lift your arms 3 times. Remember the pull strap where you were feeling your arms moving from your back? The same here. Now stretch your arms and legs forward, and from your stomach you go down and enjoy the little stretch. Come up again, stay up. Whoops, circle your arms. 3 circle each direction. 1 and 2. And 3, reverse. 1, always move from your back, holding your stomach there, keeping the stomach there, and now stretch arms and legs and go all the way down. Can you see that this is really the opposite of the pull strap? And then come on up. Every exercise is beautifully and magically connected. Stay there, circle your legs. 1, 2, this is the coordination we did before. Reverse. 1 and 2 and 3. Stay there and go down. What did you say? You want another teaser? Okay, guys. So come up 1 more time. Stay up, and you can reach your legs one side and the arms the other side, like this. And you have to smile while doing it, feeling your stomach, be happy. Yes, I did this just because you asked me. I heard that inside my head. And go down and just stretch. Woohoo! That was beautiful. Step off and take off the box. Always using your center. Remember that nothing in Pilates is just by chance. Let's get ready for the long stretch series. So everything Pilates decided that we had to do, there was a reason. And like Jay Grimes says, people who change something about the work is because they really didn't understand it, right, Jay? So guys, you can choose to keep one spring or to put 2 springs, whatever works for you. Now, in this series, you will understand a lot of the magic of this Contrology reformer that Jay wanted, like the height of the foot bar. You will see how it dramatically changes your back connection. You will understand the use of these little holes underneath the shoulder blocks for your elephant and anything else. Let's go. Joel is already there waiting for
Gloria,
me.
can you please slow down, please? We're getting a request again to slow the tempo down.
Of course, I was going like...
And the transitions. And the transitions, I think. Make sure that people are set up. Thank you.
Absolutely. So if we can go, both hands on the, so I will take a little more time to give you a little more details. Always remember on the foot bar to have the thumbs with the rest of the fingers and your wrist as long as possible. That's why we don't have anything here on top of the foot bar. We want it free and we want it the aluminum in contact with our hands. We lift up, heels up, everything connected together. Now open the carriage as one piece, and when you come in, really go all the way forward. That's where you got your back connection. That's where you can really open your chest from your stomach. Of course, how? Don't forget to really get an amazing two-way stretch, pushing the carriage out on the way in. Let's do 2 more. It's all about that. And that's where you get the magic of these springs. So stay in, put the knees down, put the feet against your shoulder block, and arch your back from your stomach. This is your pull strap we did before. Now open the carriage and push out on the way in. And here it's a huge challenge to close the carriage all the way in, pushing out. In the last inch of the way in, there's all the work. You see, Jay, I always listen to you. And then stay in. Now, let's go up for up stretch. So the name of this exercise is up stretch. So your goal has to try and stay up. That's your focus. From here, open the carriage more, come all the way in, and then you go up from your stomach. The body is one piece all together. Really go all the way. When you feel that you closed everything, there is a little more. Come in and then go up. One more time. All the way in and all the way up. Now put the heels down. You remember I mentioned you before those little holes. So really let your heels going down there. Don't worry too much about the toes. It's not so much about the toes. It's more about the heels so we can lengthen the back kinetic chain. From here, open, and 1, 2, 3 to close. And in that 3, that's where you will really find your stomach. Ooh, 2 more. Really feel that the carriage is coming underneath you, and you only move your legs to get there. 1 leg up. This is called elephant 1 leg. So it's not about arabesque or anything fancy. And change leg, it's about do exactly what you did before in the elephant, just with 1 leg. And you will see that somehow will be even better to connect to your upper body. And step off. Woo! Everything okay, guys? Let's go for the stomach massage. So your little piece slides forward. You can have 4 or 3 springs. I personally keep 3 springs for the footwork and 4 springs here. Remember, the stomach massage is like the footwork speeding, okay? So find your own position that it's not necessary as far as you can forward, but find your own position when you will lengthen, when you can lengthen in 2 directions, perfectly balanced. Lift your heels up, Grab the carriage and let's go. Open, lower, lift, and all the way in. Remember that it's called stomach massage. So it's not about holding like that your abs, but it's about allowing the springs to open your back and to lift your stomach. There's a huge difference between holding your abs and lifting your stomach. You hold your abs at the gym, you lift your stomach in Pilates. Close the carriage, take one spring off, hands back, lift your back up, and go. The same rhythm. You remember, guys, your pull straps, and most of all, the T-strap we did before, when we found those wonderful back muscles. We need those same muscles here to keep us up, so that you can soften your elbows, open the chest, and smile. Now the last one, take one more spring off, stretch your arms forward, open and close. Nothing has changed. The only thing is that I'm not lowering my heels anymore, but I'm still up, and the rhythm is the same. Let's twist. So twist and stay 1, 2, 3, and come in. Twist the other side, 1, 2, 3, and in. 2 more each side. You see, I'm using my whole body. It's not just about the arms. I'm twisting from my waist, and I'm keeping using my legs to push the foot bar away to help me to connect to my center. 1 more, and then a little present for you. So stay with the carriage in, stay there, and circle your arms from your low back and reverse like we felt in the rowing, okay? And go up with your arms, circle here, ooh la la la, circle the other side. Oh, you see, even I can feel taller after that, so it really works. Thank you. And now, John, there you go, baby.
Grazie, mi amore. Ciao, oh, la donna fantastica. All right. Well, we're halfway through our relay, gang. Whew, here we are in New York City. So take a moment, set your short box on the reformer. So you make sure that your foot bar is down from the front. You'll still be on those 2 springs that you had earlier. From there, the headrest is down as well if it's not already. Grab your short box, pull it into your chest, and place it carefully over those shoulder blocks in between those beautiful little eyelets and the shoulder block metal. Make sure you have your long pole and set it right in front of the box here on the carriage. From there, you want to sit yourself down on top of the short box facing the front end of the reformer with your feet in the black strap. Settle yourself up. Make sure that that strap is taut. For those of you that can't see my little friends, perhaps choose your partner in crime that you want to work with, Gloria or Joel. I'm sequestered still in my little tower in New York like Rapunzel here, quarantined away. So I'll just be cueing you through vocally here from my studio. Having said that, before we go anywhere, I want to take a moment. Press your fists down right next to your hips on the mat. Roll your shoulders down and push. Yes, Miss Gloria. There it is, Joel. Push down with control and find some height, some strength. I want you to lift your crown to the ceiling and press those knuckles down. As Granddaddy Jay says here, Pilates is a strong center with a lifted spine, right? So I want you to feel your center off the bat. Here's where the shiz starts to get real. From there, keep the tall back, bring your arms around the stomach, hug yourself, give yourself some love. We all need it. Draw the waist in, exhale, pull your stomach back and round behind you. Go down part way first into a half roll back. If you feel confident, you can take the full back bend all the way to the floor with your arms hugged around. Take a nice breath, draw your waist in, exhale, nod the chin to the chest and curl forward over those knees. Pull the stomach back away from the thighs, roll down, part 2. Down into the well, maybe halfway, maybe all the way down. If you want, reach the arms back, grab the frame of the reformer. Give yourself a pull, traction your spine out. From there, reach the arms around, hug your waist, curl the head to the chest, and round forward and on up. Last one with the hug. Pull your stomach in deep, roll down one more time all the way. You don't have to, but if you want, reach your arms back, press down onto the floor, and just push your hands onto the ground like a high bridge. Take a stretch and open your chest, thinking about what's yet to come. Hug your waist, round the spine, scoop the belly in, and curl your head through to the knees. So for those of you that cannot see, take a moment here. I see. Go onto your little screen and try and find those participants. Perhaps, I don't know, Katie, can we do a little bit more troubleshooting and see through? I'm going to keep cueing through, try and follow the cues with my voice, and our tech team will work through to solve the problems of the world. From here, grab your bar, reach through, and I want you to hold that bar with your hands and stretch it up to the ceiling. We've got Shannon Cook working on it, gang. Hang in there. Hopefully we'll have some more Pilates friends. Tall back, lift through, grow like a drawbridge, tip to the wall behind you, and slow back here, flat back, and hang through and hold, and then pull the stomach in and come back up with that flat spine and lift a little bit taller. 2 more. Pull your waist in, tip back like the Leaning Tower of Pisa around the corner from Miss Gloria, and then scoop the waist in and grow tall and lift, lift, lift. Same thing. 1 more time. With a tall back, flat spine, reach back, lengthen, and then reach to come back up and grow, grow, grow. Take a moment. Keep the bar up, side bend right and over, and then up, up, up. Side bend left, stretch over and up, up, up. Side bend right, stretch over, lengthen the side body and lift up, up, up. Side bend left, stretch over. I think we may have got it, gang. And come up, up, up. Once again to the right. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Kate Turley, you're a goddess. Bring it up, up, up. We have sight. Over to the left. 20/20. Clear vision. Reach up, up, up. Now hold. Grow taller. Find that center line. I want you to twist to the right. Get as tall as you can. Tip back. Reach back. Lengthen through. Beautiful, Mr. Crosby. Come up. Unwind. Twist. Step to the left. We'll channel Italy. Reach, reach. Come up, lift through center. Unwind. Twist to right. Reach it back. Come up, unwind. Twist to left. Tip, tip, tip. Come up, unwind. 1 more to the right. Twist right. Hold. Stay back. Unwind center. Around the world. Left. And come on up. Center and hold. Twist left. Back around the world. Unwind center to the right, come on up to home base, stretch forward with the bar, maybe hook your toes and give yourself a moment of zen. Put the bar under your legs and take a moment here. From that, settle through, grab the right thigh with your hands and go through it and give those legs a little hug on into your chest. That right leg pulling it on in for a nice prep of that tree. Take a second. I want you to go through, stretch the right leg. Bend the right knee, stretch the right leg, bend the right knee. 1 more time, stretch the leg, hold. Walk up to the ankle, 1, 2, 3, 4 steps. Hold that ankle, take a moment, pull your waist in, round forward to the knee. Scoop your waist so much that you start to roll back and plant your tree towards the heavens. Find that tree, root it, keep the right hip forward. With control, slowly walk your hands down that leg into a back bend. Keep holding the thigh on this first rep and just enjoy a stretch. It's divine. Thank you, Joe Pilates. Chin to chest, curl back on up, find your ankle, curl your head to your knee, much like the spine stretch on the mat. Feel that lift. Slowly walk your hands down the thigh, all the way into the back bend. If you'd like, you can release the hands back and grab the frame of the reformer like we did earlier. Pull yourself back and stretch. Bring your arms around, hold the thigh, chin to chest, slowly walk up that leg with control. Remember, 'tis Contrology after all. 1 more time, slowly walk down. Please rest if you need. Here's a little curveball. Bring your hands back down into the well. Press down like the high bridge with both hands on the floor. If you choose, 3 leg circles, in and around and up, in and around and up, in and around and up. Now hold, reverse, right and around and up, right and around and up. Uno más. Hold. Now pause. Stay there. Catch the thigh and roll on up slowly to that leg. Give yourself a stretch with the head to the knee. Pull your waist in. Come back on up to the tall back. Cross the right ankle over the left thigh for a little figure 4. Maybe grab the side of the box or the rear to round your head forward for a good exhale. From here, roll up, buckle your right foot in, find the root of the tree. So important to stay rooted these days, gang. Grab the back of the left thigh with your hands, and I want you to stretch and bend and stretch and bend. One more, stretch and hold. Walk your hands up to the top of the tree, climb it, find your ankle, curl your chin to your chest, and round your head forward and in on yourself. From there, roll back part way, keep that tree planted to the heavens, and then slowly walk your hands down the thigh. Keep holding the leg on this first repetition and enjoy a nice back bend. Really feel that rooted leg pushing forward through the heel. Start to curl the head to the chest. Walk your hands back up the leg towards the ankle and stretch forward. Breathe in. Stretch a little deeper, and then walk your hands down once again. Roll back, maybe holding the thigh, but if you want, for a little more juice, reach back, grab the frame of the reformer, and pull. So nice on these 80-inch reformers. You can really feel your body there grabbing the frame. Bring your arms around. Hold those thighs. Curl through. Walk on up to the ankle and stretch a little deeper. Part 3. Walk your hands down. One more time. Feel free to keep holding the thigh, but if you want, reach your hands back. Find the floor in the frame. Press down like the high bridge. Circle your leg. Across, around, up, hold. Across, around, up, control. One more time. Now pause. Reverse. Circle out and around and up. Out and around and up. One more. Bring it up and hold. Pause at the top. Take a breath. Climb your tree. Use control. Don't just throw yourself on up there. Once you're at the top, pulling the ankle, curl in a little deeper, bring yourself forward and up. Take the ankle, bend that left leg, cross it over the supporting knee, and take a stretch, maybe grabbing the back of the box with your hands. Beautiful, guys. All right, wonderful short box. Let the games begin. Come on off the side. You can take your box, pull it into your chest using those lovely handles that we have, and put it to the rear. Put it away. Be gone with ye, box. We shall see you again another day. Find your bar. Find the pad. You can put it away. Now, starting from the front, you want to make sure you're on 2 springs. You want the foot bar down. The headrest is down. Grab the leather straps from the floor or wherever they may lie. Loop them up for short spinal massage. The leather loops goes directly through the handles, and with these lovely O-rings we have on the Contrology reformer, they just slide right into place. Once they're set up, you can come around and lie onto your back. Simply lie down there and just settle on in. Take a brief moment for some candy, as Jake tells us. Grab your straps, bring both feet on up, and try and simultaneously lift both feet and bring your hands back to those leather loops. Do the best you can not to move the carriage, so you use your low stomach to lift the hips up and over to execute that little mount. Once you've got the straps firmly secured over your arches, bring the heels together and just bring them down to your seat. Stay here for a moment before we go anywhere in a little bent knee position. We haven't done any legs and straps before we do. Just do a frog. Simply press the legs out and stretch one time and hold. Stay there. Keep the hips down. I say the nay. No short spinals yet. Bend your knees into your chest. Take a moment. 2 more. Stretch those legs out and hold. Find the reach from that strong center. Down and out. Bend the knees in. 3rd time's a charm. Make sure the headrest is down. Press out, stretch, lift the legs up and over, reach to the back wall, the pelvis, the waist, the ribs, roll over into a short spinal massage. You bend your knees into the shoulder blocks, control, keep the carriage still as you slowly roll the spine down, folding a little, stretching the backside, then bring the heels to the seat, anchor the tailbone. Once again, press out, reach through the arms and the legs, roll over, lift the hips, lift the waist and reach. Keep the tailbone lifting as you bend your knees in and then lengthen your spine down, a massage, a wee bit of candy, and then bring the heels through to the seat and settle the pelvis. 3 more, press out, enjoy, reach, lengthen, up and over. Keep the lift through the hips as you bend your knees. Scoop your waist, melt your chest, and relax. Each little backbone down, massaging it into this lovely mat. 2 more. If you're working on the Contrology reformer, you have a beautiful surface, much like Jay's original reformer here that we loved at Old Vintage Pilates. Melt down. It's a little firmer. You get a little bit more feedback. 1 more short spinal massage. Press out and stretch. Delicious. Reach back and hold. Bend the knees through. Slowly melt your spine down. Take your time at your last rep. Enjoy the candy. All the way through. Bring your heels to your seat. Take a moment. Bring the hands. Grab the leather straps off of your feet, and you can throw them behind you into the well. Take a moment. I'm a dirty liar. Come on off. You want to stand on up and grab your leather straps. Ooh, John. funny. Someone had something in his coffee earlier. So take your moment, fish your leather straps out of the well because your teacher's crazy, and you're going to set on up here next for your chest expansion. So once you've got the leather straps in hand, you're going to make sure that you're on 2 springs for those traditionalists. Having said that, some of us are a little tender these days, so feel free to drop it down to 1 spring. It is fine. To start off, maybe bring your knees forward into the shoulder blocks. If you've been practicing for a while, like my assistants were demoing, you can have your feet hanging off the rear edge. It is a little harder to control. Pick your poison. Yeah, knees close to the shoulder blocks for a little more support. Feet hanging off the rear edge there, hooked in place so you're stable. Either way, grow tall. Take a moment to prepare. Find that lift from the stomach where we started off here on the short spot or the short box. Pull your arms down and back and just press and hold here. No head, no neck, no shoulders. Just reach and hold. Stay there. Make sure you're not popping the ribs. Don't flare them open. Reach your arms forward. Grow a little bit taller. Keep the lift. Squeeze your seat. Pull your stomach in. Reach the arms down and back and pull back and hold there. Really feel those pull straps muscles that we woke up with Miss Gloria. And then bring your arms forward. Grow a little taller. One more time. Pinch the ribs here. Reach back. Now hold it here. Stay. Look to the right. Stretch your neck. Look to the left. Stretch your neck. Look forward. Slowly reach forward and grow taller. Don't give up as you close the spring. One more. Pull back. Grow a little taller. Lift as you reach the arms and hold. Look left. Stretch the neck. Look right. Stretch the neck. Look forward. Pull your stomach in. Slowly bring the arms forward and hold. Grab the straps in one hand, sit down, look over the shoulder, add a 3rd spring. So if you're only on 1, you want to make sure you're on 3 springs. We're doing the thigh stretch. Bring yourself forward a little bit more here. If you were back, now everyone's knees are against those shoulder blocks. On the Contrology Reformer, we've got these lovely divots that you can root into. From there, holding the straps like you're riding a sleigh. Grow really tall, pull the waist in, connect the thumb, the shoulder into the back. Now from there, draw your waist in, slowly hinge back. How low can you go into your thigh stretch? Squeeze the seat, press the straps up a little and come up vertical. Feel the crown reaching to the heavens. Same thing, draw the waist in, stay long. 1 piece of steel from the knees through to the top of the head. Scoop the waist in deep. Use that powerhouse to lift back on up. One more, friends. Hinging back. You don't have to, but if you'd like, you can take the back bend. Going back from there, start to look back. Open the head towards the springs. Watch it. Careful. Chin to the chest, press on up and lift. Good. Grab the straps in one hand, step off of the side, and I want you to go through, drop down to 1 spring. 1 spring is all we need at this moment. From there, you're going to kneel down on the reformer and face out towards the front. The straps will be in your hands. Your heels are back against the shoulder blocks. Your legs are about hip width, perhaps shoulder block width apart. Make sure you're holding those straps, palms face front. Now pull your waist in. Make sure you don't drink and drive. I don't want to see anybody go falling into the springs. Reach your arms forward. Draw the waist in. Find that control. Hold. Slowly open the arms in a circle wide and down towards your side. 2 more with control. Pull the waist in. Make sure you're not hiking the shoulders up. And open down. This ain't the Munsters. I don't want to see anyone pulling those shoulders to the ears. Reach forward. Lift your chest. Stretch up. Hold. Open your collar. Wide and around. Now reverse. Bring your arms wide and forward. Reach slowly down. Let your shoulders connect into the back. 2 more. Arms wide. Forward and up. And reach it slowly down. 1 more. Pull your waist in. Get taller as you pull the spring. Feel the lift of the stomach all the way to the throat and bring it down. Now take the straps and you can put them away there in the well. I want to go right into the snake and twist. Take a moment. Come on off of here. Stand on up. You want to be on 1 spring. Having said that, though, you can maybe have 2 for a little bit of support. Play it safe. This is a hard one. Perhaps just watch the fabulous Gloria and Joel here. Yeah. All right. So let's all step onto the right side of the reformer and we'll all be on the same page. Yeah. Oh, pardon me. Whatever side, the left side. Gloria and Joel, you guys were fine. So it's, yeah. So follow them there, wherever you were at. Great. So step on here with your hand first to the shoulder block, the right hand shoulder block closest to you. And then, or pardon me, farther away. Bring your foot onto the foot bar here. We want that left foot set on the corner and then go through, bring your other hand to the front of the carriage. If you're short like Miss Gloria, you can make a fist and press it down. If you're taller like Mr. Joel, you can go through and hold with your hand flat. Take the last leg here, still left over, and cross it in front of the standing leg. Round here, curl your chin into your chest, find your powerhouse. Slowly start to push the carriage out from your center, lifting through the stomach to the throat, look forward and open into extension. From there, curl the chin to the chest, pull the waist in and bring the carriage home from your center so you're not riding the springs like you're at Disneyland. From here, scoop the waist in deep. Once again, slide that carriage forward, open the chest, find that nice back, and then round it through and curl in. One more time. Press on out and stretch. If you'd like, you can take the twist, slowly letting that right hip come down to the floor. Look through, open the chest, scoop through, and then from there, unwind, rounding in and coming on off. Strong, guys. Come on off of here. Take a moment. Wowza. La Donna Fantastica. Wonder Woman herself in Italy. Joel, it's like Superman. I love it. Here we are. All right, super friends. Other side. Take a moment. Bring your left hand to that shoulder block across and bring your right foot towards the corner of the foot bar near you. Cross that right hand to the front of the carriage. Maybe make a fist. Place your hand down if you will. And then take the other leg, cross it in front of the standing leg. Scoop your waist in. Start to move from the center as you press the carriage out. Open the chest and stretch as you look forward and up. Curl in. Draw your waist deep and round. Press forward. Open. Inhale. Stretch it through, and then exhale, draw your waist in, carve on home, work the breath. One last time, press out, hold it there, perhaps find the twist, stretch it through and open. That hip coming to the floor, looking back over the foot bar, and then unwinding, curling in, and stepping on off. That was fabulous. Take a breather, guys. Thread your straps here before we go any further. So fish those straps on out of the well. Take a moment, and I want you to go through and set them up for long spinal massage. So you grab your leather straps, you take the handle and the loop, and you thread one little black extender strap through as you set it. If you're on the classical reformer, you do the other one as well. You can hang them up. We'll come to them later on. If you're not working on the classical reformer, it's fine. Just make sure you have your long foot loops handy and hung up by the chimney with care. After they're set, I want you guys to go through and lie down on the reformer and get set up for corkscrew. Let's open some wine. It's happy hour somewhere. Lie down on your back and settle through. Once you're down here, bring your hands back and hold the shoulders. Right, those little shoulder blocks, those lovely little metal pieces. Press the chest open and really use that upper back. Set the shoulders into your torso. Blow the air out. We'll start with the hips down on the reformer and we'll work from there. Bring both legs up to the sky. Scoop your waist in. Start at 90 degrees. Exhale and hold. Anchor the pelvis. Stay there. Both legs. Twist right. The hip will lift. Circle down, around to the left. Blow the air out and bring it center and pause. Reverse. Go left. Down, exhale, around, up, center, and pause. Reverse, right, down, around. If you want, you can lift the hips off of the mat a few inches and center. And then left, down, around, maybe lifting the pelvis off the mat halfway. And then right, down, around. If you want, go for a full rollover, bringing it back and scoop and hold. Slowly down, and then left and around. Twist in the full rollover. Draw it deep and hold. And one more in each direction, gang. Rollovers of your choice, with the hips down or in the full expression of the exercise. Listen to your body and play it safe. Above all, that's what Pilates is about. When you finish through center, take a brief moment and bend your knees with your hips on the mat. Take a moment with your hands and give yourself a hug. Pull those legs on in. Give them a little And then from here, I want you to grab those shoulder blocks, reach back one more time and stretch the legs up. Let's take a tick-tock before we move on. Straight legs to the ceiling. Blow the air out, anchor the shoulders, bring both legs to the right. Twist, twist, twist. And then come to center, line the legs up over the hips. Other side, twist to the left, spiral through and rotate the pelvis. Exhale, pull yourself back on home. Two more in each direction. Rotate through, use your hands to pull those shoulders apart, and then bring it back to center and scoop into the mat. Other side, twist to the left for Italy, and then scoop the waist in, and then bring it home. One more in each direction. Twist to the right, spiral through, anchor that left shoulder, no hoochie coo. Scoop through, come back to center and pause. Last one to the left, twist, 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 And then exhale, scoop it through and bring it to center. Beautiful, guys. For dessert, grab your straps that you preset before. Loop them up onto your feet. You should be on 2 springs. I repeat, you should be on 2 springs. There may be other spring settings, but we shall not discuss them today. From here, arms are nice and long. Push those heels on out, nice and long. For the long spinal massage, reach your legs back up and over. Lift the hips, lift the waist, and come on up. Find the height. Reach for the heavens. Open the legs. Press into the straps and slowly melt down with control all the way. When the hips are down, legs together, lift up. Over you go. Oopa. Open. Push forward. Scoop to the waist and lengthen. Lengthen. Lengthen the back down. One more. Legs together. Lift. Up and over. Reach to the heavens. Open. Push forward. Scoop to the waist. Reach. Reach. Reach it down. Reverse. Click. Open the legs. Roll over with the legs apart. Squeeze the legs together and reach long from the feet all the way through the crown as you extend to the mat. Open. Lift. 2 more. Up. Together. Scoop. Reach. 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 And lengthen a little more. Last chance. Open. And up you go. Legs together. Pull the waist. Stretch it a little longer. From here, anchor the hips. Take a brief moment to bend the knees in. Lift the headrest on up. Give yourself a little cradle there for the neck. Once it's clicked in, arms are down. Simple froggy. Press out and bend in. And press out and bend in. 2 more times, guys. As you work, really anchor through the hips and use this candy here to stretch out. Find that long line and then hold a leg circle. Let's do 3 in each direction to massage the pelvis. Reverse the path, massaging the pelvis, and then bend your knees in. Take a moment. Hug the legs. Give me a good exhale. If only Jay were there to push my knees into my chest. One day, take your legs on out of the straps. Exactly, Gloria, things I pray. From here, you can come on off the side, gang. Mr. Joel in Duluth, I pass the baton to you, good sir, from New York City. You guys are awesome. That was amazing. Woo!
Here we go.
All right, I'm shutting up. It is you, good man.
Can everybody hear me? Am I on? Am I live? All right. Okay, good. So now that was nice and relaxing. We're in the home stretch. Let's do the knee stretch series. Pop it up. We're going to do the standard knee stretch series, round spine, tall spine or arch spine, knees off, and a bonus at the end. Let's hop on. Feet are nice and secure against the shoulder blocks. Round your spine, pull those low abs in, and now go. Push it out, pull it in. 10 of these. Push, pull, push, pull. Find your feet. Use those nice curves that are in the shoulder blocks on this piece of equipment. 2 more. Without stopping, look up. Just arch your back. Think of your swan here. Push, pull, push, pull. Push with your feet and butt. Pull in with your stomach. Let's get 3 more. That should get us to 10. And then without stopping, if you can, round and lift up. Bring the carriage all the way in. Again, push, pull, keeping your knees about ankle height. Keep it going, keep breathing. 3 more, push, pull. Bring it home all the way in. Here's your bonus. Pick up your right foot. Place it on the front of the carriage. Round your spine, lift your back knee up. The one-leggers, ready? Go, push, pull. Keep your front heel up. Reach into that back foot. Last one. Bring it in, switch. Toes are toward the front of the carriage, heel is up. Lift the back knee up, round your spine, push, pull. Push with your back foot, pull in with your abs. Keep your spine rounded. 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Bring it all the way in and down. Okay, nice work. Running, everybody's favorite exercise after that. Load it up with 3 or 4 springs. You're gonna lie down on your back. Toes on the bar. Get your back connected into the carriage. Press all the way out, stay there. Stomach is lifted. Find that nice, long, tall structure. Right heel goes under. Switch, left heel goes under. Try to get a nice full range of motion. Find everything. Keep that structure. Now pick up your tempo. Lift, lift. Remember, it's not a bounce. It's a lift. Imagine you have no calf muscles. All you have is your stomach. Lift your heel with your stomach as you do this. Keeping that nice structure. Let's go for 3 more each side. Enjoy this. And then heels up, bring it in. Next, we'll do our pelvic lift or bottom lift. Feet are gonna go out wide. Let's do arches on the bar. Lift your pelvis up about a fist height. Ribs stay connected into the carriage. Your tailbone is kind of reaching toward the backs of your knees. And now press it out. Find your backside. And then use the back of your body to pull the carriage in. As all of the instructors have emphasized, don't ride the carriage in. Pull it in. Let's go for 3 more. Pull your stomach up. Reach your back long. 2 more. Find your backside. Find all those muscles. Use them to bring it in. All the way out. Pull it in. Lower down. Very nice. Okay. Now, a couple more challenging exercises. If you're on a classical reformer, like a Contrology, we're actually going to put, this is the control push-ups. You're going to put your spring bar in 2nd gear. So take your springs down to 2, come to the front of your equipment, take 2 springs off, move your spring bar into 2nd gear. If you don't have a classical reformer, just get it out there into that next gear. You're going to grab your shoulder block or peg, and you're going to put that on the front of the little gearbox there so you have a bumper. Super important you have a bumper there so the springs stay on. Okay. We did the long stretch. This is kind of like long stretch in reverse. Your hands go here. Feet go onto the foot bar, and you're up. Find your length. Connect your arms into your back, and then come out into a nice long line. And then just simply send the carriage out and back, doing it from your back. Keep your stomach lifted, chest slightly lifted. There's just a little dash of swan in this exercise. Now, if you so choose, you can extend the carriage out, lift one leg up, synchronizing it. That is optional. 1 more. And then bring the carriage all the way in, step off. So we did all that setup to now put it back, all right? First, take your block out or your peg. It goes down. Then, very important, put it back into your 1st gear. Now we're gonna do the control facing the front. Hands will go on the shoulder blocks. Feet onto the foot bar. Get your feet on the foot bar. Again, the foot bar is like the perfect height. So you can find the backs of your legs and your back body. Chest is up, you're nice and tall. And then send the carriage out and back, out and back. Let's just do 1 more. Optionally, you can add a lift. Otherwise, just keep going with the regular ones or step off. All the way in and carefully step off 1 foot at a time. Tough exercise. Use your judgment on that. Really try to connect your arms into your back if you practice that in the future. Okay. Now let's get into some stretches. Okay. First one, we're going to start with the standing side splits first. So if you're on a classical reformer or Contrology reformer, you'll take this foot bar down, grab your sticky mat. You're going to place it on the frame underneath your foot bar so it can hold that sticky mat. Carefully step 1 foot. Now, typically we do this with 1 spring. If you're new at this, do 2 because your inner thighs, when they're done, they are done and you can't bring it back in. So 2 is optional. Your ideal would be 1. Both feet on the carriage, one foot on the frame. Just kind of sidestep that foot out, whatever distance you feel okay with. Find a nice long body, arms connected. Just go out and then lift your center to bring it back in. Go out. Everything on your inner thighs and between your legs, lift it up into your head to bring the carriage in. So you're nice and long. Now, if you can, go out. Control that carriage. Do a spine stretch forward. Nice long spine. Reach your hands over the frame. Scoop your belly and restack your spine. And you can do a little back bend here if you choose, if your balance is okay. Arms go back out, bring it in. Here's the tough one. Can you keep the carriage in and do the same thing? Reach over the frame. Pull your stomach in. Roll back up. Little upper back bend if you'd like. Arms into a T. Oh, that carriage is tough to keep in. Side step the foot back in. And now we'll do the other side. So my back is going to be towards you. Sorry about that. All right, carefully you turn around. One foot on the sticky, side step the foot out. Let's get the other side. First, find your center, find your seat, find your stomach. Connect into your back. Go out. Lift everything in your center up to bring it in. Gauge your seat. So your seat is helping those inner thighs. All right, now here's another challenge. Go out. If you can't, if your balance is okay, take it into your saw. Whatever range, you can keep that structure in your center. And then all the way back up with control. Other side, twist, reach. Keep your structure all the way back up. Bring it in. Here's the good one. Can you keep it in and do your saw? Oh, it's so tough. Woo. And then other side, keep it in, reach. And then all the way back up. Side step the foot in. Both feet together, carefully step off onto the floor. The Contrology Reformer makes that exercise really spicy because it's an extra little inch or half inch. The springs help you no more, and it's all you. All right, let's go into your front splits now. Add an additional spring. We're gonna start on your knees. So you get in your knee stretch position, nice and snug up against the blocks. Hands on the bar, lift your right foot up, place it front and center. We're gonna go to a round spine shape. Reach long, make your spine long to send the carriage out. Scoop your belly to bring it in. All the way in. Again, you've got to pull it in that last half an inch with your center. Again, take it out. Enjoy the stretch. Resist the spring. Fight the tendency to ride the spring and lift your center. Bring it all the way in. One more round spine. Bring it all the way in. Keep reaching into your back leg. Now, change your spine shape. Tall spine. This is going to be a much smaller range of motion. Lift your chest up and push your hips forward so much that when you reach into the back foot, it only goes out about an inch or so max. Lift and push at the same time. Good. Now, optional. If you're okay in your knees, your balance is okay, you can do a standing version of this. If you don't feel comfortable with this, keep doing those or go ahead and just watch. Lift your back knee up. Slightly turn out your foot. You want to be in an active stance here, like a boxer stance. Round spine, you're looking down, go out. Lift your stomach, pull the carriage back in. Again, fight the tendency to ride the spring in, but still, if you're on a Contrology Reformer, bring that carriage all the way in. Again, bring it all the way in. Now, next level of complexity. If you're comfortable, you can take your hands out of it. If not, stop. Lift your arms up. Hands behind your head. Find a nice tall back. Same thing, reach out. Just stay in a range where you feel safe. Stay in a range where you can keep your structure in your center. All the way in and out. All the way in, close the carriage. Ugh. And then reach your arms up, hollow out your body. Keep the carriage in as you bring the hands down. Lower down, we'll switch it up. Take it from the top. Get your foot nice and snug in the shoulder block. Left foot front and center. Round your spine. Send it out. Lift your stomach. Drag the carriage back in. Make sure you put weight on your foot and toes, not so much on the kneecap. Avoid digging your knee into the padding. Again, reach it out. Nice stretch. Enjoy that stretch. But then work to get the carriage all the way in again. That's the beauty of this reformer. You got to bring it in that last little bit. Lift your chest up. Change your spine shape. Tall. Reach away. Lift up so much. The carriage is only going to go out a little bit on this one. Keep your stomach lifted. Good. Now, again, if you did this on the other side, go for it here. Otherwise, sit it out. Slight turnout. Remember, you're kind of like in a boxer stance, so you could do something athletic from this position and then go out. And lift your stomach, bring it in. Reach into that back foot from your back body. Drag the carriage in. Take it out. Bring it in. If you're cool with this, you can add this next layer of complexity. Hands off. Keep reaching into the back leg. Nice and tall. Take it out. Back in. Keep your structure. Keep that center active. And if you're cool with it, go out. And then bring it in. Dragging it in with your back leg. Keep the carriage all the way in. It's the best part. Round as you come down with control. Lower. We are in the home stretch, gang. Almost at the finish line. The Russian splits are next. Grab your sticky. Place it on your headpiece. Still got 2 springs on there. Hands go on your shoulder blocks. Step up on the carriage. Your foot's going to be not all the way up to the headpiece yet. So you got your center of gravity here. Then reach your right foot back to the foot bar. Make sure your heel's on the top. Toes are on the outside. So you got a nice stable footing. Then step your foot up to where your ball of your foot's on the angle of the headpiece. Go out into a nice lunge. Really reach into that back leg. And then from there, carriage goes out. Bend the knee, bring it in. Reach. It's a push and a pull. If you're okay with this, hands can come off. Keep that back leg reaching. Otherwise, keep your hands on. You lift up. Keep that structure in your center. Keep reaching into this back leg. Push, pull, push, pull. Again. Control the carriage. Reach up. Hollow out the body as you bring your arms back down. Now, let's go for this delicious stretch. Step your foot forward a little higher up on the shoulder block. Both legs, as long as you can get them. Forehead to the knee if you can get it, and then take it out. Whatever split you can do. Now, lift your stomach to drag the carriage in. Fight the tendency to ride it in. Savor this wonderful stretch. Drag it in. One more time. Reach. Lift your stomach. Work those springs. Lovely. Switch it up. Same thing. Foot not quite on the headpiece, just for safety. Reach your other foot back. Angle the foot. So you got nice, good, solid footing. Step your foot up a bit. Find that nice Russian split lunge with a round spine. Push the carriage out. Pull it in with the back body. Stomach stays lifted. 3 is plenty. Keep the carriage stable. Hands off if you can. Otherwise, just do 3 more hands on. Reach into this back leg. Keep it reaching. Chest is up. Again, push, pull. Keep reaching into the back leg. Reach your hands up. Hollow out the body. Arms stay connected into your back as you go all the way down. Step your foot up. We're almost there. You can see the finish line. Legs are straight, forehead to the knee. Out. Nice big stretch. Scoop the belly. Savor this last part of the relay. Out. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Pull the center up. Bring it all the way in. One more time. Nice big stretch. Reach. Scoop your belly. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Step off. And we have made it to the finish line.
Woohoo!
Good. Now I will hand the baton off to our wonderful host and race coordinator, Anna Caban.
Dun, 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 dun. I should be on camera.
Woo, you see this? You see this? Yeah, that is work. That is sweat.
That is some serious sweat.
It's like a Rorschach test on my shirt.
Okay, we are gonna get some technology here. Get me back. Joel, you were fantastic. I have to commend you on doing that workout, mostly on camera, so thank you for that. Gloria got a chance to shine as well. Woohoo! Made it to the finish line. You guys were outstanding. And our audience out there at home with your comments and your energy and your support in our technical challenges, thank you for being patient and for also bringing it to our attention so that we could fix it for you. This is our first time, so of course there's a learning curve. I'm super excited to be able to open up the floor now for some Q&A. Again, thank you to our amazing instructors around the world for sweating with us and bringing their energy and their love and passion of classical Pilates to share with us today. I feel super honored to be a part of this whole project and to have you guys specifically on board for our inaugural first ever Contrology Reformer Relay. All right, so we do have a question here. I'm gonna have to pull it back up because my questions are scrolling. Shannon, you may have to resend that because the feed has now become very long. But if I recall, and Mr. Jay Grimes, I'm going to pose this question to you. So Jay, if you could see Jay on camera, thank you. Hi there, Jay. I have a question from a woman named Jane. She asked, and I can't see it, so I'm gonna have to paraphrase. She asked if it was important to have the shoulders near or away from the shoulder blocks in doing exercises like short spine. Ooh, I wish I could see the question. Short spine. Shannon, can you pass that to me again? I don't remember. She mentioned a few exercises and she wasn't sure if, let's talk about short spine, for example. If the shoulders should be up against the shoulder rest, or if she's slightly away, is that challenging her core, her powerhouse, her center more?
Well, you can't have them slammed against because when you go up, you're gonna choke yourself. So there needs to be breathing room.
A little bit of breathing room. Okay, thank you.
It depends on the proportion of the body as well. But no, never slammed up against. You need that little, because as you go up, this whole thing changes and changes shape. So you need to have, again, depending on the body proportion. But yeah, it does make you have to use your center more.
Perfect. Here we go. She asked the same thing with coordination and long spine were her questions. Similarly?
Long spine, exactly the same because you're going up on your shoulders. Coordination, you can be a little closer because you're not going anywhere.
Super, I answered that question. Let me see. Shannon, is there anything else you wanted to toss? Anyone feel free to go to the bottom of your screen. It says Q&A, click on it, type in a question. I will see them coming up. Okay, someone, Dawn Craig asked about the recording in case you missed that. I think I mentioned it, but I will certainly mention it again. This has been recorded or is being recorded, and there will be a file available for you two ways. One, because you're registered, you will get an email by 5 p.m. Pacific. So no later than 5 p.m. today, you'll have the nice recorded version in your email inbox. And also, again, if you have friends that didn't sign up and were like, dang, I missed it, no worries, we got you covered. Just go to contrology.pilates.com after 5 p.m. Pacific today, and you'll be able to see it right there as well. So everyone is covered here. Everyone can enjoy this amazing workout and experience. Let's see if there's any more questions down here. Okay, wait, I see one. Okay. Melanie, can I toss this one to Jon Owen? Let's ask Jon Owen. Melanie Patience has a question. Why do I feel knees off so much in my quads? Do I need my more belly and rounded spine?
Ooh, those knee stretches I think we're talking about here right now. Yeah, I mean, they're devils. You're going to feel exercises more or less and generally where the body is weak. But having said that, yeah, in the knee stretches, I find if I can really connect my heels into the blocks of those lovely reformers, especially here on the Contrology reformer, as Gloria pointed out, and some of the other panelists here today, when you stand on that mat, there are these lovely little divots in there that have just this room that your toes, you can really feel the foot settling in and then following the contour, we'll use fancy words, the ergonomic contour of the shoulder block. It really allows you to get that foot into that position. Yeah, my lovely little assistant, Miss Gloria here, I'll pin the video, is demonstrating on the reformer. You can see her feet down here are just really hugged so that when you lift, as opposed to not being able to get those heels digging into the blocks, you've really got the leverage on this beautiful piece of equipment that Balanced Body designed off of that lovely nice, just original reformer that Jay had there. So yeah, having said that there, I think that utilizing the apparatus as your dance partner, as your teacher here, although of course we're all here starting to work through and just get, you know, you guys into the best places we can. This lovely reformer here has give us, you know, just as many little bits and pieces as we can to kind of work through. So having said that, work through to really find that connection into your piece of apparatus, that strong center, that lift of the stomach, that reach of the arms into that foot bar that they've designed, and then utilize that delicious piece there with the shoulder block and the little divot in our little carriage here to work through those heels and lengthen and use your seat a little bit more. That connection to the seat, ooh, it's tantamount to none. Booty power, booty power.
Thank you, John. I have a question here. Gosh, they're coming in quick, man. I feel like I'm on a live TV show. I guess I kind of am. The question was, what was the hashtag? Thank you for asking me that and reminding me. So if you guys are now getting on those phones, right? Posting those pictures, taking a picture of the screen right now, it's hashtag Contrology Relay. So please go ahead and do that, hashtag Contrology Relay. Celia Malouf says, not a question, just a comment about knees off. It's normal to feel the target challenging on the quads. Yes, it is. Thank you, Celia. Let's see. How many more questions do we have here? How important? Anonymous attendee. John, you're still on camera, so I'm going to toss this to you. How important is breathing on the reformer? I noticed a lot of words for proper form, but not many moments of controlled breathing mentioned.
Ooh, breathing. Well, we all have a lot of breathing time now these days, don't we? Okay, so breath is really important. I unfortunately did not have the pleasure of meeting Ramana until she was in her urn at St. Patrick's Cathedral when I went there for the funeral. May she rest in heaven above. But from what I understand, these principles that Ramana's Pilates really works through, the centering, control, concentration, precision, flow, and breath, from what I understood from having worked with Kathy Ross Nash and all these fabulous luminaries of the Ramana's Pilates field, and also here now, of course, Jay as well, breath is really one of those things that I think is present throughout so many of these exercises. And while you're working, especially when you're really flowing through, you just need to breathe. Think about when you're walking down the street and you pick up the tempo like we did today because we moved through this. And I saw on this chat a lot of comments about the tempo being fast, but that's really the big thing of classical Pilates that Jay's given us, is that the most important principle, because those 6 principles that I mentioned, they didn't exist when Joe was around and when Jay was working at the studio. The principle of Pilates that we've learned from Jay and the rest of the fabulous teachers is move. This is exercise. It is not physical therapy. I'm not a physical therapist. I don't want to take that hat and wear it. I want to wear my fabulous little hat I'm wearing today. So when you pick up, circling back, the tempo on an exercise Or what the reformer is at the advanced level, this is one giant exercise that continually moves from footwork all the way to the end where we finish with Russian splits today, that continually changes and morphs shape. You're not stopping, you're flowing. The transitions become exercise themselves, and you have to just keep breathing. If you were walking on the street and you inhaled when you stepped with your left foot and you exhaled when you stepped with your right foot, and you start to pick up the tempo and oof, oh my God, I'm going to hyperventilate by the time I get to my arches and pass out, and I will never even make it to the 100, which we're really supposed to focus on deep breathing. So there are exercises like the 100 that are breathing exercises, and other ones that we really highlight and juice out that lemon to squeeze the breath out of the lungs, because as I am, Joe Pilates was an asthmatic, and we need to get that breath moving even more than ever today with this coronavirus just tearing through the world. Breath is so important, and I think that right now I feel blessed as a Pilates teacher to come in with this fabulous group of people and give this work to the world right now with the blessings of technology through all of it, so we can come together right now and really get things moving. So I'm done with my Miss USA speech here. I'm going to pass the baton back off to Anna, and from that, if there's any other questions.
Okay, thanks, Jon. Actually, that was a super thorough, great, energetic answer. And you could talk about breath for days. Anyone could. I had a question. I want to toss this one to Jay specifically because, where did it go? Jay asks, I don't know who asked. I can't see it right now because they're coming in quickly. But someone asked me, Les Bell, thanks, Les. Jay, what exercise would you choose for Gloria? What exercise for Gaby, and what for Joel? What do they need?
Can't do it this way. I have to have the body in front of me. We have to be working. You can't just pull an exercise out and I mean, I need the body. I need to see what they're like today, because what Gloria needs today is not necessarily what she's going to need tomorrow. And so the thing she needs today is to relax her elbows.
I know, not only today, Jay.
But it's questions like that. There's no specific formula. You can't say this for this, because it depends. It depends on the person. It depends on what else is going on in the body.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's great. Thank you. I had a question from Nina Sarinen. Excuse me if I mispronounced that. I will toss this one to Mr. Joel. Anyone else feel two springs too much on the Contrology reformer? For control push-up front and back, my reformers are quite new and the springs feel very heavy.
For me personally, I feel like they're just right on the Contrology reformer, 2 springs for that. I mean, I guess you could try 1 spring, but it's going to change quite a bit. It's going to be more challenging to keep your structure and bring it back in. You know, there's always a give and take, you know. I would say if it's a little heavy, maybe practice some exercises other places to try to find more connection in your back, because most people have a lot more strength in their back than they realize, but they can't access it. So I would try to find that work and practice it somewhere else around your studio, and then come back to that and see if 2 springs is more accessible to you. Hopefully that answered your question.
I'll keep you there for a second because Ruth Shepard just says, you mentioned 2 springs. I'm on a balanced body studio reformer with colored springs, right? And she wasn't sure the equivalent. And I think that's a pretty, you know, subjective.
Yeah, that I don't know what the equivalent would be on that.
I think it also is a lot of personal preference, right? You have to kind of play with it and see what is.
Yeah, because on a different reformer, there's a lot of other things in play, not just the springs, the smoothness of the bearings and the wheels, the way all of that. You know, just changing the spring isn't going to simulate it 100%. You know, because there's other factors all through the reformer on that. So that's a tough one to answer 100%.
Okay. Well, thank you for attempting that. I'm going to toss this one to Gloria. Gloria, Steph Affleck says, no one has mentioned the firmness of the Contrology carriage. I love that feel. Why was a firmer carriage chosen over a softer one? And if you don't know the answer, I can throw it to Ken, but I just wanted a presenter to take a stab.
Yes, of course. Well, from what I know, I can answer to you. Yes, as you can see, first of all, I remember the first time I went on Jay's reformer that was at Vintage, his own reformer. I remember I felt like, oh my God, it's like a table. And of course, at the beginning, it sounds a little weird because it's not comfortable at all, but it's not meant to be. I can answer to your question with the comment of a client of mine. He told me, you know what, at the beginning, you just feel that it's not comfortable, but then you have a lot of feedback from it. You feel that you can just go suck into the mat. It really gives you a good feedback. And I also remember the very first time that I went on it, I had a feeling that it was helping me to keep my back lifted. So this is the feeling. I think, as I mentioned during the long stretch series, we don't even have here, you know, those covers for the foot bar. I think too often, that's also what Jay always says, it's too often it's about being comfortable. It's not a couch. It shouldn't be comfortable. It should be effective. So the things, you know, you shouldn't relax there. So many times with Jay always laughs about the idea that people have the idea to go on a reformers, on a Pilates studio, like to go on a spa to relax. You're supposed to work like crazy. And then you can go relaxing if you deserve it after a right workout. So I think it's great because it really gives you the right amount of support, but not sinking down. Actually, I think it's super great for that.
Thank you. I'm going to actually ask Ken to just tag on there any thoughts he has, because he was so involved in the actual engineering, the technology behind it. Thoughts about that foam? Or what can you tell us about the foam?
Well, it's hard to add. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, it's hard to add to what Gloria said, but basically what we were really trying to do is we were trying to go from the original equipment, which had no foam on it, just vinyl on it. And then I've been on reformers that are so cushy, to Gloria's point, it feels like you're on a couch. But I was on Jay's reformer and it had very little padding on it. And at first I wasn't really crazy about it, but as I got onto it and as I felt it, it really is important to feel that feedback. And I think when you're working out, it's not about the comfort, it's about the results. And that's the right amount of foam to give you the results and the feeling that you get.
Cool, thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going to toss another one back to Gaby. And this may be a kind of broad question, but it says, are there any modifications for back or shoulder issues for all exercises? Now, I know we did a lot of exercises, but maybe you could talk about general findings.
That's quite apt for me actually now, because I've got a frozen shoulder, which is actually I'm a bit strapped up at the moment. I think in terms of modification, what's really key is that I don't think you should ever sort of not give an exercise to someone if they're injured. There's certain modifications. So for example, when I was doing the rowing series, and you forgot the name of that just now, it's coordination. But when I did that, I really, instead of coming from so much power in my arms, I really concentrated on focusing what it should be from my center, and the arms were much lighter. The question, what was just the arms and also the legs?
The shoulders and the back modifications, I thought it said. It's now moved. But.
So the back, the beauty, I haven't been in the studio, so I feel very grateful to be able to be here today. I haven't been on a reformer for about 2 months, but just getting back on the Contrology reformer, the back, like Gloria said, the feedback of the mat, the foot bar on the level compared to my other reformers has always made me connect so much more to my back, which has been a joy to have. And also, like Gloria said, that I think we've had so much padding put on to make everyone feel comfortable that the actual apparatus is losing us to engage back into our center and where we should be feeling the exercises. So the Contrology really helps us find what's that deep feeling. It's just my take anyway. Thank
you. I'm going to toss this one to Joel, if you can answer this one from Alex Plum. What is the difference in leather versus ropes?
Oh, yeah, it's a huge difference. There's no comparison. I mean, let's just take, for example, your pull straps on the long box. The way you grip the leather strap is very important to the exercise, to connecting into your back. On a rope, you can't get that. You can't get that, that reach and that nice alignment, or at least it's very hard. It's not intuitive to find that alignment of your knuckles into the wrist. So you have that nice line into your back. A rope, you're really holding onto it, and you probably have to grab that rope harder than you really need to pull. That's one difference. The feel that you get, when on your short spine massage, the feel that leather gives you, and the connection directly, there's not like a loop and a rope that can stretch, but that the feeling of the leather on that it's very unique. So that's a difference. And your transitions between exercises with leather straps is going to be very different from ropes. So I would, it's really something you have to feel. I mean, I could describe it, but you have to feel it. So if you could get on, some classical reformer, Contrology reformer, one lesson, and you'll feel the difference in your body.
And Joel, actually, some companies, and I think we also have an alternative to leather for those that want something that doesn't have to do with Mother Nature. There is a difference also with the vegan, if we call them, or the synthetic strap versus the leather, as far as the feel goes. I'm not sure if you've been on those, but I know Ken could actually speak to that as well. If we can unmute Ken and let him shine, maybe talk a little bit about, from an engineering perspective, but also from the feedback I've heard, is that there's less give in this vegan or synthetic version, which changes the movement as well.
Yeah, there's a couple of differences between the vegan and the actually there's a bunch of differences. The physical width and the length of the vegan straps is the same as the leather, but the leather is a lot more elastic than the vegan stuff. So so it does, as you're pulling it, there's a little bit of just softness in the leather that the vegan straps don't have. And then the advantage of the vegan straps is that there's no pores in it. There's no nooks and crannies. So for cleaning, you can wipe the whole strap down with any kind of cleaner that you want. And then what happens after that is that it dries really fast and you can use it for the next lesson. So it's much more practical, but you have to kind of weigh the practicality of the vegan leather, of the vegan stuff versus the feeling of the leather, because there's a little bit of difference. And then the second thing about the synthetic is that as it rolls across the sides of the wheel, it just drags a little bit more. So if you're going to be going to the synthetic straps, the thing to remember is you might want to put a little bit of paraffin wax or even a little bit of oil on the sides of the wheel, so that when the straps move over to the sides, they coast a little bit better than drag like the vegan does. Thanks.
Thank you. Thanks, Ken. I'm going to take one final question. There are so many here, and I want to thank you all for your excitement about this and your curiosity about Pilates. We've gotten a lot of great rave reviews here, people having a great time, but this last one is for everyone. So all of our panelists here, they'd like to chime in. Could they give their opinion about the future that they see for Pilates studios? And I'm sure that's changing a lot as each day passes here during this pandemic, but who would like to start and maybe share some thoughts on what they think about the future for the studios as we know them?
I'll kick it off, start there. Yeah, Pilates it's not going anywhere for sure, because it's so beneficial, and people who love it really love it and make it a priority in their life. But the way we deliver it may end up being a little bit different. I think more people are going to want to do online sessions, although there's no duplication for getting into a fully equipped studio. So I think Pilates instructors are going to have to learn how to adapt and have offerings that people can do online. Maybe at least recommend to people who really love it to invest in maybe some piece of small apparatus for the house. So in addition to your mat work and maybe your rings and hand weights, you've got a spine corrector or a chair. So that way they can keep doing it from home. So reformer might be big investment for somebody, or may not have room, but recommend get a small apparatus, and that gives you a lot more that you can do with people. But yeah, we're going to have to learn to adapt to teaching online. And in the studio itself, you know, extra care in keeping it clean, because the biggest thing to getting people to come in your studio is they got to feel safe. And so you may have to go in your mind what's above and beyond what you feel is necessary, but people want to feel safe. So, you know, that's another discussion too about what you can do for your studio, but just keep that in mind, you know, make people feel safe, so that, you know, their health, not only, you know, being strong is good, but they're not going to catch anything coming to your studio.
Thanks, Joel. Anyone else want to chime in?
I would like to add, of course, I think everything Joel said was totally right. And yes, I think the online thing will become part of the normal. I have to say both me, Joel, and other vintage people were already used to that, because at Vintage, I remember Sandy and Karen started doing Skype session, basically for me and Amy Kello, who have been the first girls from Europe going at Vintage. It has been a way that they thought about to keep us connected. So it's a great way. Of course, in person, it's much better. I think that we will have to be very careful, if I can add this, talking about safety. It will be something to think about also for the safety of the teacher training programs. Because I think that now, the little danger is that now online something is kind of easier to do, you know? I mean, so it will be to be very careful for all of us to keep spreading these wonderful things that we do. I would like to keep doing these kind of live things that we are doing. But always, guys, you who watch, always be careful to select and to really understand the intention behind. Because I think the risk now will be that it will be even easier to access to any kind of stuff. It's not just about Pilates style. I'm not talking about that, but really the intention behind what people do, I think.
Thank you, Gloria. Anyone else?
Yeah, to add on, I mean, I think it's all about the intention right now. And yeah, especially everything's changing right now. But I mean, going back, I think like change is really the only constant we have in life. And it's really the only constant we've ever had, right? So embracing change, and with change, we can all move forward and hopefully continue to kind of just better ourselves individually, and then just kind of collectively heal. And I keep going back to the name of Joe Pilates' book, which is Return to Life, right? So I think that it's really inspiring as an industry right now to be able to connect with everybody here, of course, our own little bubbles, our clients, and now with something like this, so beautiful to really connect with the whole industry on a global level. And I think despite, you know, the lack of maybe access to a studio or your teacher or whatever, the thing right now is that, right, we'll get all crazy. It was within us all along. We can do this at home, right? And I think that right now, everybody's realizing that's working out with their teachers online that it actually was them. They had it the whole time. It wasn't us. It wasn't the equipment. It is the equipment, of course, that really helps to get you there, but you're finding it within yourself. And I think it's inspiring then to keep this autonomy and really bring it back kind of old school, as this beautiful Contrology line is doing, to the way that that fabled land that we hear about, that Jay teaches us, that Wade's been doing in Australia, and some of these other fabulous vintage peers, of clients coming in with a sense of confidence in themselves because they know that they can do it without a teacher puppeteering themselves, with good equipment that gives them some feedback to get into their center, maybe at their home, alone, or whatever. So I don't know, it's scary and it's crazy, but I mean, I feel a call to action right now, as I think so many of us do, to really just keep pushing forward and just embrace the change. And when we get back, Joel, I know, is really on the front lines here of the epidemic in the States, and he's doing some fabulous work on really figuring out, in addition with all of the medical staff and the science out there, on how we can be safe. So, I mean, you know, as a survivor myself, there's definitely light at the end of the tunnel. So I cheers to the Contrology team at Balanced Body, and Anna for bringing us together, and for Jay and everybody else for coming out, man. This is a pleasure.
And if I can add one more thing about that, linking what Joe just said and what John just said, and Jay said before, it's all about being present in the moment, I think. So as you said, changes go. And if I think about before when Jay said to choose an exercise, it's really about the moment itself. It's the same. So once you have the work inside you, then we can find many ways to deliver it to people, I think.
Thank you. Ken, would you like to chime in about Pilates as you see it?
Yeah, I think it's crazy right now, and there's lots, and as Joel said, as John said, there's a lot of insanity right now going on, but I think it's really important to keep sight of two main things. The first thing to remember and not to forget is the thing that I've learned over 40 years is just how incredibly efficient, how incredibly potent, how incredibly effective Pilates is, and it doesn't go away. There hasn't been anything that works better than Pilates so far in the last 100 years, and I don't expect anything to come up that's any better. So I think that it's a matter of how long it's going to take us to get to that point to where, you know, it returns to a variation of what we think is normal. I think the other thing to think about is right now we got lots of people that are sitting at home and they're not doing much, and they're starting to realize just how important movement is. And they're going to start moving. And when they start moving, they're going to start making choices about what they're going to move in. And I think they're going to find Pilates is a really valuable tool in order to make them healthy and to keep them healthy and to keep them strong. So big picture, I'm feeling really good. Little picture, it's just a matter of how we're going to get there, what kind of changes, how we're going to adapt in order to work with this new world until we get back to a variation of normal again.
Thank you, Ken. And I'm going to ask Jay to kind of wrap up with his closing thoughts about Pilates and what he sees for it in the future.
Well, I've been at this for well over 50 years, and I've seen a lot of ups and downs with Pilates. And I think the biggest up has probably been the last 5 to 10 years. And I think now we're heading for one of the biggest downs, unfortunately. I mean, I agree with everything that Joel and John and Gloria and Ken have said, but we're really getting hit with a double whammy. We have the health aspects, people worried, they don't want to catch this thing, but we also have the economic side of it, which no one has mentioned. Look how many people are out of work right now. They don't have any money. So when you get to reopen your studio, you're not going to have all the business you had the last day you were open. I mean, if you have 25 or 30%, yay. Some of you may have more, some of you may not have that much. So you have to be prepared to start over, frankly. You're going to have to build your business again. So you better start thinking about that now. It's not going to be easy. Again, it's this double whammy. You've got these two things to deal with. And that has never happened before. And that's the part that scares me. I don't want to be such a Debbie Downer, but I think you really need to think about that, because it is going to be a very, very, very different world. It's like what the restaurants are going through now. I hear all this stuff, you know, the social distancing. Okay, move your table over there. The mask. How can you eat with a mask on? I keep hearing this. You have to wear a mask to a restaurant. How the hell can you eat with a mask on? I mean, yeah, the mask makes a lot of sense in terms of protection, but it doesn't make much sense when it comes to eating. So we've got a lot to deal with. And as I say, I think what Pilates studios are going to have to deal with is at least as difficult and complicated as what restaurants are having to deal with. There are just so many issues involved. So be prepared. It's the best advice I can get. Just be prepared. I mean, and you know, Gloria's talking about different ways of getting to people. You have to consider all of this, and it's a lot, and it's going to be a lot to deal with. But Pilates always made it one way or another. It's always come back. All of these ups and downs that I've seen over the years. So. I mean,
let's think about how can we kiss one each other with the masks.
Especially when it's part of your culture. Yeah.
Exactly. Well, Jay, thank you so much for being so forthright. You know, we have to really think this through. We have to, you know, understand what's going on in the world and be really realistic.
And
know?
absolutely, for being realistic. You know, it's nice to think, oh, I'm going to open up tomorrow and everybody's going to be back and my is going to be exactly the same and it's going to be full. Ain't going to happen. I'm sorry.
Right.
I wish it would, but
Totally right.
you're going to have to really think in terms of starting all over again.
Yeah.
But you've all done it once. You can do it again.
Exactly. Well, thank you so
that's true.
much. I'm going to bring this to a close because we've had you guys captive for quite a while here. I totally appreciate all of you that have tuned in and all of you that are here on the replay. Thank you so much for joining us. There have been questions about where to get this shirt. Will we do this again? Those answers will be coming in the future. So stay tuned on social media. Woo! Try to get those answers out to you, but thank you again for your energy, your enthusiasm, your expertise. All of you, our great panelists, our guests, Jay, Ken, we couldn't have done this without you guys. Thank you and have a wonderful day and stay safe.
Thank you.
And thank you for the Contrology reformer.
Yes, thank you for this gift,
Thank you
Jay
for the
and
wonderful
Ken. Thank
reformer.
you guys.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Valentine.
I'm honored. I'm honored to be with you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Okay.
Go team,
Right.
go.
Thank you, Anna.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jay. Thanks, Joe. Thanks, John. Thanks, Gabby. Thanks, Gloria.
Good night, John Boy.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.